Sudden sound came up out of the west.
Poster plastic walls of hip-hop artistry, spark lyrics to moonlight, dreams to control mics, words on mixtape rain like holy scripture, newborn verses rehearsed inside the mirror, gutter mouth rap born in the habitat of lab rats, cipher in alleyways, fist pumps received for pay. Man, this is love inside my blood, combine beats and rhymes, that special brew to nourish you, culinary craftsmen boil the stew. Prayers to God, bless the meal sold out the trunk of the car, and taste of my vision, my struggle, my block. Tales of hype and sign, but passion undenied. Aesthetic view of a band of brothers bomb the crew. If you relate to addicts of the music, we welcome you.
The strings on this is like, it's pretty classic Bayroot Productions. We like to use a lot of violins, heavy drums, things like that.
Anything you play Bayroot, you better make sure you got some great speakers to accommodate that, or else you might blow some speakers out. I've done it a couple times.
Classic drums with just sampling stuff that nobody's ever really sampled before.
The sound is really defined drums, hard-hitting kicks, slapping snares.
The Bayroot sound is definitely gritty, but it's polished. It's polished too. Polished in the sense that we can make the gritty sound good.
Artifactual type, like something archived, something that's, it's got that dusty, rustic, definitely feel to it, but has a refinedness to it.
It's something different, it's raw, man. Like, they find the illest samples ever, and the shit just comes out massive.
Man, the sound was always fucking heavy knock. There was this heavy knock, like kick and just dirty, like just as dangerous as you could make that fucking low end. And then it was these heavy kicks, and it was like, how many fucking pictures can I get to fall off the wall? That's what I'm going for.
Exotic, horns and strings, and come with some hard drum tracks and bass lines, and the way it's put together, it just makes you just want to, bob your head, just get into it and just spit till you black out.
Let people know who's in the building, stuff like that.
It's been called a cerebral sound by other people, but it's thought-evoking. They would use symphony samples, orchestra samples, guitar, violin, piano, almost like something you would see in a movie.
It is storytelling without words. It is a wall of sound. When you put on those headphones and you listen to those drums and those samples and those melodies, you get swept away.
Funk. It's funk, nah, but that's the main thing. But really, it's music.
Whenever I think of Bayroot instrumentals, I think of big drums, and obviously Spanish guitar. If you've ever heard our music,
it's more than just a beat. It's more than just putting sounds together. It's more than that. It touches the soul.
If you came across a Bayroot beat and you were standing up, the point was to get you to move.
Bayroot was music, Bayroot beats, you know what I'm saying? That's what you knew Bayroot for.
Huge strings, just orchestrated production that was just big and full with heavy low ends that carry over the highs really well.
We don't talk much, but we express a lot through our music. And that's what we want people to see and hear.
Bayroot sound is definitely thick, full audio. Drums and bass line obviously is old school. It comes from the days of vinyl and cassette tape.
At times it almost feels like it's sort of a secret society, mysterious, behind the fog, you know, under the curtain type of thing.
Bayroot Productions is a ministry, not an industry.
A brotherhood. You know, I feel like that we're all brothers, you know, and we all came together through the common bond of music.
A group of dudes who always used to go play basketball together.
Yeah, this is something we can connect on outside of the basketball and, you know, say nightclubs or whatever.
What Bayroot represents to me and what I always have taken away from it is it's always been a safe, creative outlet.
We just got strong on a vibe, you know what I mean? And started putting things together, started putting shows together. We drew our own flyers, you know, and just creating a scene.
it's full of really creative people that can do a lot with a very little.
It's definitely been a sort of a culture of understatement, I guess you could say. You know, doing without doing, you know, being heard without being known.
Creativity would be one of the key pillars to Bayroot Productions. Another being independence.
We're part of a culture of underground, independent artists whose sole purpose is to inspire others through music.
The culture of Bayroot Productions, to me, is a culture, it's a diverse culture. You know, we have individuals from different walks of life, you know, different ethnic backgrounds.
We never really try and put a finger on exactly what we are, or what sound we should be, or what we should be labeled as. So I guess our culture is openness.